Good? Can you hear me? Is this thing on? I'm trying to link up my stream. What am I on? Am I streaming on Twitch or YouTube? What is this? Okay, good. You can hear me. I'm going to assume this is Twitch. For how much longer Twitch is a thing before. You know, I'm gonna stop there if I am Twitch. Okay, I'm streaming on YouTube. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, so Twitch is I don't foresee it. I don't foresee it surviving too much longer. Especially what happened with. Hello? What in the world? Oh, I don't have this plugged in. Okay, so you're hearing me through the controller. One second, let me plug in my headphones. That's why I was confused. I'm like, something feels like I'm forgetting something. Oops. Okay, that should be better. How's the mic? Go to log into Dark Souls 2 game server. I don't need a server. I just need the game. Offline mode. Okay, sure. Yeah, so I already had a character. She didn't get too far, you know. Level 48, don't be before level 48, okay? You level up a lot in this game. Level 48, I'm literally just starting. This is the first area. She's like a mage class. Well, not even mage class, it's kind of like a... What do you even call that? She's like supposed to be the best of both worlds. He said, sure, man, listen, okay? I want you to understand, this game, you level up much more than any of the other Soul games. So here's my favorite Souls music. It's idle music, you know, Majula. So what was I saying? Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, I need to get my bearings again. I'm basically dropping in here with no refresher.
I knew you'd be around soon.
This guy... It's my smith here. Okay.
Don't.
Sorry, I'll be a waste your time, sir. Yeah, for that being my spell, like my class, like a spellcaster type, I only have one spell. So, like, I'm not, I mean, I have others, but I only have one spell slot. No, I can only use one at a time. And I have to talk with her level
Bearer of the curse.
Alright.
Seek the lest this.
Okay, so there's life or... Yeah. Adaptability affects invincibility frames and stuff like that. So I remember that you started this game, Quay. Did you get far in it? didn't. Okay. So this should seem new to you. But not. I want to give you a tour of the lands. Or flame. Bastion. I might need a tour myself, actually. I'm trying to remember this place. I think, okay, so I think there's two different paths so far that in my bonfires. But I don't know if I've even gotten through with this one. Oh boy. Oh, I cast pretty quick. Okay, my sword deals fire damage, so I gotta be careful not to swing on a barrel, because it will blow up. What just happened? Man, blew both of us up. Yeah, so Dark Souls... Dark Souls 1. I know you didn't play that, but this game is the continuation of that game. To a certain extent. See, there's a... oh boy. Okay. Get up, get up. Okay. Alright, so as you can see... oh, now I remember what I wanted to do. Yes, as you can see, that my sword does enact the fire, as I had previously told you about. Yeah, I don't think I wanted to be here, but oh come on, I'll take it. I will take it. So I remembered what I was gonna do because of the statue there. There's another statue that's blocking my way. I think I did. Oh, that's funny to you, huh? Comedian, huh? Wise guy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can see Miyazaki had a pretty large hand in creating this area here. It's a lot of pitfalls and rage baiting sections, which I am sure.
I ought to fetch a new ember. Flame, dear flame. From the start of time, flame allowed man to flourish, and even now he devises new fiery arts. But his reason makes him doubt flame. And so we waver and falter. Be gone.
Okay. What do you mean you were right next to him when that happened? Wait, let me check my phone. Maybe I missed something. Back to my jeweler and see. Wait, but I had to have got past that. Walnuts. Yeah, I did get past that. Check my inventory. YouTube. I gotta open YouTube. Okay, here we go. He's cheating. HS on YouTube. What? No, I'm on YouTube so I can see your comments, bro. Not to not to see cheat codes and whatnot. Yeah, so I don't have the item. So I just gotta go through this way because the only way on this path is blocked. What? Where am I now? Huh? What? Don't mind me. Okay, oh. I'm assuming there's people I gotta defeat. And then the door will open. Okay, so I opened that already. What? Hello, sir. Oh boy. Oh, come on. How do I... Okay, triangle. There we go. Alright, nothing in here. Oh, okay, Miyazaki. Fire, the perfect thing to deal with these guys. They must be purged from this realm. Alright, your turn now. Oh, the wise guy, huh? You thought you would get tricky with me, huh? Yeah, that's what wise guys get. Thought I would play fair? No. I'm a veteran. I'm a Souls veteran. I know exactly how this goes. Yeah, that's all the fear you're gonna get. Okay, wait a minute. Does this open this door or that door? Because I know that that's the one you come in with. Okay, so let me... I'm so confused. What's happening? I have no idea what's happening, Koi, but I'll just go with it. Door just decided to open, I guess. Dark Souls landscapes. This is something they do very well. Oh, the first game, in my opinion, was much more cheerful and hopeful and mixed with wonder and whimsy. This is more Resident Evil. Just fillet that guy real quick. What do you agree with? You agree that, you know, the landscape is good? That rock just did so much damage. It's a rock. Yeah. Aye, sir. I've been at this for a long time, and I've never seen rocks do so much damage. This weakens both of you, just pepper you a bit, just a little peppering. Don't run now, sir. Ow. Any secrets over here? Some more rocks. So currently, Dark Souls 2, the story. Oh, come on. Oh, maybe I can big brain my way. I don't have any smoke bombs. Okay, can I run? Can I book it? Can I sneak? No. That's what Miyazaki wants. Maybe I can pick one at a time. Nope. No, you can't. Jeez. Oh no. Ah! Yeah, bottleneck strategy. Only fails sometimes. No, there's no running. You just gotta, you know, pick your battlefield. If I was to fight Radahn, like Radahn would fight me, I would have died. There would have been no winning that fight. You gotta play smart. See, that's the thing with the Souls universe. You know, it's an unfair matchup. We're just some 6 foot tall, 2-legged creature versus Prometheus and Hercules and all of his family members. No. We gotta use our brain. Because we don't just get to flail around and cause an earthquake or something. Okay, so there's this way, or there's... Oh, there's 3 ways. This way. That way. This way. Run all the fades. Sir, that doesn't sound very smart. That sounds like a good way to die. You want my personal opinion? What's that? What's this thing? Oh, yeah, that's Miyazaki's work. That's Miyazaki's work right there. Oh, you're barely feeling anything. Okay, dude. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I know you saw that, Quaid. That man had a lock on my body. Like, the man just slid. You didn't see that? That man, he didn't fall on me. His like his PNG just locked onto my hitbox. And I'm gonna leave that guy alone, man. The guy doesn't play fair. See, but you see, that's what I mean. Like, in a world where you want to become an adventurer and there's things like that walking around, you have no chance. You're done. And okay, so as you notice on my health bar, unlike the other games, every time you die here, it locks some maximum HP. So you know you played this, so you know. Wait, what? Hey, what's that? Hey, what kind of hacks? This cheat code. Hey, that wasn't him. Bro, this guy's an Omega tank, bro. Look at him. Am I locked in here? You can't be serious. Yeah, they all slice and dice. Oh. They all slice and dice and shake them up. Which way am I going? Hmm? Which way am I going? Hmm? Hmm? Which way am I? Oh. Oh! Oh, the stamina. What? Ah! Victory. Now that had to have been an NPC because I'm not online. But nonetheless, victory is victory. Thank you. I was scared. I was mighty scared. But did you see that see-through guy, man? I'm telling you, man. I can't even say it's Miyazaki, because Miyazaki didn't work on this game. He worked on Dark Souls 1, too. I know you're around here. I know you're around here, and I can't lock on to you, so... Come on. There you are. There you are. Yeah. Well, now that it's a fair fight, you don't like it so much, huh? I gotta watch out for other guys like that. I don't know if you can see better than I can. What's that? Who's there? Oh no. Show yourself, you coward! Okay. Have some moves. Ah, not good enough though. Yes. Poor soul, you were trapped out here. Didn't even know what was going on. What's that noise? I see you. Come on. Pathetic. Where's your commander? You can't be his commander. You're just as sorry. Probably wondering how we see him. the power of modern television and chromatic differences and sharpness. That's how I look at the ground and I see the pixels on a line. That's how I see him. Am I hearing footsteps though? Okay, I kind of lost my way. I could be walking back to where I was. This is the... It's a nice waterfall area. So yeah, this game, out of all three of the Dark Souls games, this is the most unforgiving one. Okay. Your buddies ratted you out. I would have thought that you were just another person in another world or something, but I'm like, yeah, I've seen your kind before. No racism meant on that. Am I laughing? Okay. Another stone statue. Ah, bonfire. I could take this and go level up. I was racist. Hey man, I can't even see his skin color, so that doesn't count. A loophole that is his fault entirely. So he kinda deserves it.
Bearer of the curse.
Okay, in every Dark Souls game, the good thing to level up is vigor. I'm aurist. I guess so. How can I be aurist against people that have no aura though? Send me that. Okay. So attunement raises the slots and my cast speed ever so slightly. But from ball knowledge, in all the other games, your dexterity raised your cast speed, but I guess not in this one. Alright, so attunement, that's the build I'm going for. And I'm going to need to level up health eventually, but just not now, I guess. It's a decent health bar, as long as I don't get it locked up by dying all the time. My sword should be good. It's here. I feel like there's a lot more in that fog area. Probably gonna have to go there. But yeah, the Dark Souls in this world, in Dark Souls 2's world, you're in the universe of Dark Souls 1. But this is like, if I'm understanding correctly, like I can't lock onto, like thousands of years after Dark Souls 1. A dagger. Okay. I should raise my stamina, man. This is terrible stamina. Bro, that man almost killed me. Yeah, so after the events of Dark Souls 1, you know, it's a very compelling story, you know, like at first, well, the lore, the games tell you the lore in Dark Souls might be untrustworthy. So it might just be the tellings of people. Okay. If you played Dark Souls 1, you'd understand why I did that. It might just be the tellings of people that are trying to control your race. Because technically we're like a slave race. So in the beginning, apparently there was only darkness and dragons. And then the first fire was found. What is that? Oh, must be that jar. So, like, it was very much like I think I should heal up and redo that fight. It was very much like how in Elden Ring you see all those zombies walking around, and like everybody is just like decrepit and zombified. It was very much like that. But then when the first fire was found, with it came souls. I should make more role-playing streams? Why is that? can make this jump. There's no way back, is there? Okay, there is a way back to this tree. I'm always dropping knowledge about the games I'm playing. Yeah, you know, I think I figured out that my favorite types of games are adventure games and lore games and world building games. So that's why Elden Ring was like my favorite game of all time. It's like an actual world with lore in it. And you actually you would actually search the world and you'd have to make your way from scratch and understand, why is this entire castle full of people who have birds on their chest? Why is it that this black flame here was sealed away by the most powerful person in the world? And why is it that we need it now? You know, like all those things there is some of my favorite things. Oh, okay, what is this? Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. Believe it or not, I remember what that orange stuff does. That destroys my gear. No. Hey! Stay calm. Do what I'm good at. Uh-oh. That looked like it hit you, sir. I'm safe. A pigeon? New York behind that door? Explains a lot in the subways, actually. Yeah, so those are my favorite types of games. Yeah, so from the first fire came souls and distinctions. The people that found it, or they split the fires equally. Oh boy. So there was the soul of light from the fire, the soul of chaos, soul of death, and soul of darkness. And so those I think corresponded to different races of people as well. But I was never sure about that. They didn't really certain. What is their face on that tree? Yeah, this place is weird. And they never really specified all of that. So the most powerful person in the land was Lord Gwyn. He was basically like the Zeus of the land. Like, the man was unstoppable. And he decided, that's him and the other lords, were going to go against the Pygmy Lord, which is the one who got the Darkness Soul. And the Pygmies were humans. So essentially, we can't do that. So essentially, he said, forget humanity, we're just going to take over this, and literally, they're going to pay for it. So, yeah, so, then they, oh, what? Okay, Okay. Yeah, make that jump. What? I rolled into it. This man is Usain Bolt! Did you see that, Quay? That man is Usain Bolt! Okay, what was I saying? Before the Flash came over here. Yeah, the humans, the pygmy, were the ones who basically were being used as slaves and like as fuel for the fire. And so like before everything, the Black Ray. I mean, I would say, you know, I would say it's kind of worse because literally nobody can stop these guys. So when they started, oh come on, hey, oh, oh, what? Huh? Oh come on. Okay. So when Gwyn and the other lords started their reign, the only people who were a threat to them were the dragons. So they started a war with them to try to. Oh, come on. Oh no. Okay. I'm so lucky he didn't backstab me. Oh no! I'm out. I use a life gem, a temporary healing. And that was shallow. That's on me. Okay. That's doing nothing. These guys are impervious. Oh! What? What? Air warning, if I go quiet, I pull the cold dice. Alright, got it. Aw, man. He got me. I think I need to level up my stamina, because this is bad. The old days when we got YouTube in the background. Uh-oh. You know, the worst thing about fighting these guys, you can't lock onto them. Like, I can see them, but I guess my character can't. Yeah, those jars are back. I guess it's the jars laughing. But yeah, the only people, like I was saying, the only people that were able to contest Lord Gwyn and the other lords were the dragons, because they were the ones ruling. Like, they were the strongest. So they started a war with them. And essentially, like, they were losing. I don't think the pygmy slavery like gave them any strength at that point in time, but it was when the fire started to fade where they got all their power from. When the fire started to fade, they started using humans and pygmy as like what do you call that when you throw things in the fire to feed it? Because the power of their soul was like depending on how strong you were, the stronger you were, the more you were able to do for the fire. Like it would burn more, like your soul would be stronger, more nourishing, I guess. So basically, the reason why my character is like running around as an undead and collecting souls, because I'm trying to cure myself of the curse. And the curse was implemented on the pygmy people by Lord Gwyn. And you know, this is the world that has fallen in here after Gwyn had been defeated. I don't want to spoil anything that happens in the first game in case you ever do play it, but attributes. Ah, you're right. Soul arrow, great soul arrow. Yeah, I need more stats. I didn't even see that. Yeah. So right now, my character is trying to find a way to cure themselves.
I'd given you up for dead. Almost had me worried, really.
That's the entire premise of Dark Souls 2. They say that I'm supposed to find stronger souls, that it will help me in some way. I don't have enough runes to level up anything.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah. Let me see, do I have anything better on me? This sword is strong. Don't get me wrong, it's strong, but... Okay, so my sword is dealing fire damage, and it's also dealing whatever physical damage that is, I think. Yeah, I think that's the best item I got right now. It's like 220, right? Damage in total. Before applying their defenses, as Miyazaki has hammered into my brain. Yeah. It's optimal. I have one hand free for my staff if I need it. Yeah, so that lore with Lord Gwyn, that is the cornerstone of all of the Dark Souls games. Like, in all three games, it's all his fault. Like that's what's so gripping about the story. Like it's a tragedy, really, because none of this had to happen. Like if Lord Gwyn didn't do what he did, he didn't abuse the pygmy population, then there wouldn't have been a chosen undead that was to rise and take him out of power and essentially kill the entire world in the process. That wouldn't have happened. But because, I guess, for some reason, he hated... I think they were saying because his soul was like the soul of light, he was naturally scared of the soul of dark. And so because he feared the power, he did everything he could to keep the pygmy people down, so that they would never rise up and take control from him. I see you there, sir. Are you alone? Or are you like your friend that was over there? Professor... Ah! The professor when it comes to explaining lore. Why is my sword so short? I feel like I should be hitting him. Oh boy. Aha, I gotta be quicker than that. Flame butterfly and a torch. Who's a flame butterfly? Ah, lights a torch automatically. Oh, what does that mean? What does cursed mean? What does that do? Huh? Did it do something? What? Player status. I don't know. I feel fine. Alright. So check out myself luck, and it's not going down. It's not going down. Okay. So there must be jars underneath. Hold on, I don't even know if is that worth going over there. Let me explore first. Excuse me. Yeah. I am no such marksman. I don't think I want to fight those two. There's no reason for me to do that. What's over here? Hmm? Okay, that did nothing. That did nothing. Okay. Okay, that did something. We have our strategy. Ow. You're still wet behind the ears. I don't know if you remember that from Kingdom Hearts. For some reason that always stuck with me. I see you. Anything worth it in this place, though? You remember it too? Okay, that guy is hitting way too hard. It's a little finesse, and a little patience, and a little spacing. Okay, I feel like I should have... That's right. Oh, I almost died. I almost died, and I know it. I know you saw that too. So in this game, you have to level up your invincibility frames on your roll. It's called adaptability. I think it affects your rolling speed as well. And it's another guy. But why are these guys so tanky to that? Oh, maybe my magic just sucks. Maybe that's what it is. That's quite a possibility, actually. If I was to level it up, I would probably do much more damage with it. You'll rinse and repeat. You would think he would learn, but I guess not. He didn't stand a chance. Now, was there anything worth it in this place? I have no more Estus flasks. You know, another stroke of genius from, you know, I want to say From Software, but Miyazaki did create this and they probably followed the formula. This used to be a house. Right? This used to be a big, thriving house, maybe like a soup kitchen or some kind of a business firm or something like that. This used to be a thriving village. Right? But something happened to where the people in it everybody died and this place went to disrepair, and over thousands of years this is what it looks like now. You know, that was the front door and this was a whole house. You know, just the vision, you know, the world building of this game, things like that, that's what I love. Oh no. Alright, bring it on. Fell down there. You know, I think I did miss something down there because I didn't go towards the orange roof. I just passed that place and went on. Yeah, see, this used to be like a probably like a church or something. There's a YouTuber named Tarnished Archaeologist. The work that he puts in to finding out the history of the Souls games strictly from the brick layout. That man is pure genius. You know? If you ever like just, I don't know, like chilling, going to sleep, if you pull up his video, he will show you the depth that Miyazaki put into the games, the sheer thought that goes into the world building here. Another reason why Elden Ring is one of my favorite games for sure. It might be my favorite of all time. Why can't I get up here? Okay. You know what? That's saying a lot. Skeptic Spice. Is that what I need? No, that's a very unique item. I can basically, it allows me to do a spell or an incantation for one less faith point. That's very interesting. I never brought that back for any other Souls games, as far as I know. See anything? I think so. Oh, there's... what's in here? Thought I heard something. Ah. Do find that impressive. What do I have? A short sword? That's the only way that this can be excused. This is a long sword. Quaid, this is a long sword. These guys are lying to you. Long sword. Man, I miss half of my swings just because it's so short. Long sword. I can't get in there without unfreezing that guy, but I don't remember how to get... I don't remember how to actually unfreeze. How to like what item I need, where to get it from. That looks like a boss. So I can drop down here. Anything in short sword if the wielder got short hands. You're right. But I feel like I shouldn't have to put in any extra work. Like if somebody was to tell you, if you got a self-driving car, but every time you get in the car, you know, you have to you know, put it into drive. You have to aim it down the direction of the road. You know, is that a self-driving car, or is that just a car that's, you know, with a gimmick that can drive straight? I don't know. You know, that clear. I don't know. He's saying you got a disability. Well, she has like some kind of fighting form where she has her arms close to her body. At least I'm not doing the boring spear play. You know what? I don't think you would complain that the spear is short. So, oh, come on. Okay, just you and me now. Oh, you were smarter than this. Yeah, as boring as the spear play is, you know, I don't think you ever have to worry about it being too short. You don't ever have to call a spear a long spear. You know the spear is long, because it's a spear. Oh, okay, I got some more time. No way. No way. No way. Okay, let's chalk that up to animations, I guess. would they just put a boss out in the open like that? 'Cause to me, don't the bosses like drop in from the ceiling or something? Like, ooh, a dark scythe. Hold on, hold that thought. That's not a scythe. I don't even have the stats for it. Okay, I need 20 strength. Nowhere near fulfilling that. Not even close. And 11 dexterity. Maybe there's a two-handing buff in this game. Like I remember in the first one. Was that in the first one? Well, I remember in Elden Ring, you can actually like make the requirements a little less burdensome by two-handing weapons for your strength specifically, for no other stat. If I jump down here, I'm locked in, and I have no healing. I don't think it's a boss. He looks like he's asleep or something. Two-handing does reduce hard required stat by a bit. Okay, that's good. But still, for it to matter on like 20 requirement, I'm gonna have to like get my strength up to like, I don't know, what is it, like 10, 15 or something like that? I'm not too good with the math off the top of my head. Yeah, but I don't think it's... It would be definitely cool, but it's out of my way. Like, I want to just run past these guys, but I've seen how fast they are. I wouldn't be able to outrun them. Okay. I should just roll through these. Oh! For some reason, those didn't come back. Okay, okay, Buckaroo. Oh, he got me, man. That was close. He did like a combo. That was very fast. But let's see you, sir. Yeah, you see? Team's confused at me, when I should be confused at him. It's like, you saw me down here, you still jump down? What's wrong with you? Yep. Okay. Statue blocks my way. Okay, so I guess that was his footstep. Yeah. I get another chance. Come on. Yes! Excellent. The dude is similar... Or I still hear him. Still hear him and he's moving, but I guess that's just the mannequin effect or whatever. No. I'll shut up if I talk too much or say the word. No. I appreciate the interaction, the conversation. The dude is similar to the Spider Babe in Dark Souls 1. Yeah, the what's her name? Quelaag, right? Yeah, yeah, so Quelaag was the daughter of the Lord of Chaos. I don't exactly know why that guy's a scorpion. Unless, I don't know, he's a descendant, but from what I remember, I think I wiped out her family. So I don't know. Oh. After you've played Elden Ring, you look at these guys and you think, oh, that's just a person from another world who's going about their playthrough, but then you remember, I'm not playing Elden Ring. Because he felt like it. He felt like being a scorpion from the waist down. You know, in this world, I guess you have a point. He can be whatever he likes. Alright, well, this is a boss fight. Okay, no. I did forget the pit. There should have been something there. Also, should I be looking at my inventory? Because they told me one of my equipment was almost damaged. But I think the bonfire healed it. Right, that's how it works. Bonfires heal your equipment. Remember her sister? White hair. What you need to do is to be able to talk to her. It's the same as that scorpion dude. Okay. So there was a ring that you could get in Dark Souls 1. But I don't know if it is the same concept. I'm not sure exactly where to get that item. It's probably in this chest over here, but you know, there's a statue there. That took way more health than I remember the first time. You know what? I'm just gonna run past you guys if that's okay with you. Chest up there and a guy in a wheelchair. Sir, do you need me to call help from Bloodborne? You belong in Bloodborne. I've never seen that attack before. Oh boy. Okay, okay. Oh. That's nice of you guys. How do I get over there though? I guess, well, I would assume I have to drop him from the ceiling. I see light over there. Seems like a classic From Software trap. Not going down there. Certain death. Okay, so I'm assuming once I get past the boss fight, which is... Wait, no, but maybe... Because the boss fight is in that direction, but maybe it's further. So maybe there's a way to fall down there. And I'm hoping it's not blocked by that statue, dude. The ring is a merchant item this time around. Which merchant? Up to you if you want it. I mean, yeah, you know, I'd love to see what the game has in store. Might be something that my character would like. I would love a Dark Scythe, but you know, their Dark Scythe is role playing. Ah, here we go. Yes. Oh, sir.
Ah, look how far this undead has wandered. And a very fit undead you are. A bit too alive, but with a darkish shadow. Yet still unprepared for a deeper dark. And like every undead, you have no future. Oh my, don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself. But if you find a need for a truer dark, then meet again. We shall.
Okay, so I feel like he's supposed to teach me like dark based on how many times he used that word in those sentences. But
The dark is
I don't think I have the
still
stats.
within you. May the dark shine your way. The dark.
Yeah, he's not gonna... He probably has things to teach me, but my stats are just so terrible. Homing soul mass. Ah. This questline does have a dope boss. Any idea, the amount of stats that I would need? Because I can go and level up like something really quick, but I don't think that's gonna give me anything. Told by the fluffy cat. Ah! But just who you mean. But from memory, she charges an arm and a leg for her rings. I hope it's affordable. And my phone has low battery too. You don't remember? Yeah, that's cool. I feel like I should have been leveling up those stats as well. I've been putting all of my points into actual slot allocation since I had one slot until today.
Oh, who are you again? No, I'm not serious. You do have a rather pleasant scent. The type I'm quite fond of.
I do remember doing a witch build, which is fun, dark magic stuff, but I don't remember the requirements. Yeah, I feel like I would have to level up both intelligence and faith to a certain extent. I would assume like a lower number, like 20, because I'm not anywhere where, you know, I'll be that strong, I think. I mean, I'm level 40, so I don't know. I hope not. Whispers, it's affordable. Name engraved ring. I don't think that works anymore. They used to have the whole system of covenants, but nowadays I think that just fell apart and it's decrepit. In a way, I like that idea because it's like
Satisfied? I'll be around.
I like that idea because it's like the player experience is kind of tied to the actual game and its events. You know, like me, I was never able to partake in the online experience of the Dark Souls games. I was only there as an onlooker as to what had occurred way before my time. So in a way, that kind of makes me feel like it ties in with the lore of the game. Although I was hearing that a lot of people wish that they brought it back for Elden Ring. And I think it was supposed to come back, but there was issues. Oops. You guys are unpredictable, aren't you? Log sword. Okay. First. Oh, is that bringing the bar for my health lower? Okay, that's much more lenient than the first game. The first game, when you were cursed, your health bar was cut in half until you can find a super rare item that would uncurse you. Curse just kills you without killing you. Oh. Yeah, because in the first game, you legit died if you got cursed, and you would wake up with half a health bar. Okay, I suppose that's more convenient for the player. I have on here. Increases physical attack. I think I'll keep that. Remember, that gives you more souls, and this is for stamina. I'll swap this out.
Human, are we? This is no place for you. Be gone.
Well then. Imagine getting a ring to talk to the guy, and he's less friendly now that you can understand him. That's terrible.
Are you not afraid of me? Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me, or make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely soul. Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly...
Is this is this related to the Duke's Freya? Because that was a giant spider that appears in Night Rain, and it's kind of like if you're gonna put the name of somebody else in the boss's name, he's pretty important. I wonder what the biology of this dude is. You know, that's a good question. I think we have much more to worry about, because I don't know if I'm just gonna wither into dust or not. Didn't I always look like this? Wait a second. Oh, it's because I got cursed. Okay.
Nobody knows when we were born, or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed. Once, I always my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me. And we have been locked in combat ever since. We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return. The past is a distant fog. My name was Tark. That is all that I remember. The past, my name was...
Okay. So... Oh, I'm glad I didn't swing on him. So it seems like... It's a strange looking dude, yeah? He looks like, one of the barbarian guys. What? What was that? What? Who comes up with these designs? Come on, the Spider Babe design is peak though. You know, I don't. He's not lying. He's not lying, Quay. Quaylag. There's a point in time when I was playing Dark Souls 1, when I got through the, what was that place called? Blight Town, bro. That place is terrible. Terrible. But then I realized, you know, after meeting Quaylag, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad down here. You know, there's sunshine. What is that? Okay, I'm gonna need to get my flask. I remember Blighttown gave you 10 FPS. Oh, because there was so many things loading in that place, and that place of torment. And I tell you, Blighttown, it's like, there's a lot of places I have love-hate relationships with in Souls games, but Blighttown was its own special breed. The wonkiness of the area gave it the decrepit old town feeling, though. That was successful. We just still hate it. Log sword. Okay, Mr. Action Jackson, not this time. There's a life gem. I'm assuming that this boss I'm about to fight is, I forget what his name is. His beloved. So, do I need to be in human mode? Because in Dark Souls 1, for me to see a summon sign, I needed human mode. Are they? I know I had some effigies. There they are. Okay. Okay, so betrothed meant wed. I don't know English. Yeah, betrothed is like, either promised, like you promised to marry them, or you are married to them. I should have used a life gem before I went in there. Okay, yeah, I don't think I saw this the last time. Did I come all the way out here? Man Scorpion Tark. It's quite the name. I'll use another life gem to be sure. How could you trust this guy? I would be very uncomfortable with him being behind me here. See an item. Okay, Quaylag. But yeah, I'm gonna walk over to her and it's gonna be some monstrosity, isn't it? Alright. Yep. Well, okay, she is much bigger than you, sir. Scorpioness Najka. Okay, everything's going great. Oh no. Oh no, she's smart. She has a PhD. And now she's trying to kill me. No wonder he wanted to kill her. He would never have won the divorce. You're right about that. She would have took the house and his life. Yeah, it's disconcerting. Is he still damaging her? Yeah, she's chasing me. And This is my first rodeo, lady. First try. I'm not gonna lie, I would have been in trouble if I didn't have his help. Get this. Divorce achieved. Big bold letters. She was weak. I can't say she was weak because I had help. Okay, I know how this goes. If it was just me, I would take 2 swings and I'd be out of stamina, and she'd hit me with a 3-hit combo and I'd be dead. Able to blast that thing down? Oh. How do you get that? Am I missing something? Talk to Scorpion Dude after the rest. Got it. I don't know what's up with that, but I mean that's a fun little thing because you know how Souls players, they love to go and reach unreachably high places, and then put some some little comment there, like you don't have the right, or you don't have the right, or something like that. So I guess that's self-aware to put that up there as a developer. I got a lot of souls from this. I'll go level up and I'll talk to the Scorpion guy. You know, it's bad because I even have spells I have right now that I can't use. That's the sad part. Okay. 16 intelligence and 14 faith. A safe place that I would want to get here is to get like 20 intelligence and 20 faith. I think that's probably what I want to aim for. I wouldn't be able to use that that enhanced blade thing on my weapon anyway because it's a fire weapon. I can't even use this. Okay.
Bearer of the curse.
One thing I love about Souls 2 is the fashion. And my god, the katanas are effing beautiful. Are an effing beaut. Are you Australian? Or English? It's quite a novelty of a word. No, we don't have that same flair. But yeah, I would have to agree with you. The katanas, I always wanted to make like a samurai build, but to get the katana in Dark Souls 1, you know, I don't even remember. I remember Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3, you just gotta kill a guy, but Dark Souls 1. Speak for yourself, Daddy. So you use those words, Koro. That's what you're telling me. You have said butte in the last week and a half. You're telling me that. That's what you're telling me. I feel like this is a good allocation. Let me see. I learned English from movies and games. That's pretty impressive. If you like, I always wanted to learn Japanese from watching anime, but then the plot just makes me lose focus and I get sucked into that. Kuro, you said that's exactly what I'm telling you. Okay, buddy. Alright, sir. See, can I use anything now? I should have paid more attention to what I actually need to use a spell. I can use this now, though. Whoops. In Souls 2, if you have DLCs, you get a dope samurai armor set and a Nodachi. I do have the DLCs. Do not underestimate my vernacular abilities, young man. Okay. Okay, close that close that dictionary tab on Google on the side of your browser there, sir. Okay, so I'm close to being able to apply Dark to my sword. I'm gonna need a sword that has like better base stats, I believe, and then I'll apply it, because this is already leveled up, and it's not even. It's about to be just outclassed by everything. This is leveled up 4 times. It's not really good to me. All right. Do not perplex me in such a manner. Right. It's very impressive. Mr. Torter would be very proud. Let me try to outrun this guy. Maybe if I leave before they get up, it won't be a problem. Ah, so okay, so they're very fast, but they stop to shoot you if you get too far, and then you just completely blow them out. Come on, my phone is about to die. I need to charge it. Yeah, but like I was saying here, the Spider Lady reminds me of the Duke's Dare. Well, she's a Scorpion. She reminds me of the Duke's Dare Freya, like all these insect-related people. So I imagine the person that did this. Oh, that's right. I gotta talk to the guy. I imagine the person that did this to them was the Duke, because he seemed pretty obsessed. You know, enough to name a character, an actual boss, and for his name to appear in the boss's name. I imagine that's what happened. They really didn't put much effort. Who didn't put much effort? Big bonk weapon on the tree trunk. Think I can break the tree trunk by hitting it with a big weapon? That dude is too freaked out, that's the problem. What are you talking about, Quay? One second, I got a phone call.
defeated my better half. This is my thanks. Take it. I have no gods to pray to. But still I pray that your journey will be safe. I have no gods to pray to, but still I pray that your journey will be safe.
Alright, sorry about that. Oh. Oh, somebody left. Let's see, this guy's still swinging at the air. Yes, he is. Yep. I'm sure I'll give him some time to calm down. Oh. Glad they ended the panting, because I completely forgot. My sword is fire as well, so... That is a lot of range. See, he's got it. That's not a spear, actually, but, you know, it's just like a spear. Yeah. Up. Okay, I think is my game bugged? Or am I gonna keep hearing that as long as I'm cursed? Is that how that works? We could have been friends. We've both been blown up by those barrels a hilarious number of times. Chose to focus on hate. Naruto would be ashamed. There we go. Now, growling is a ring of whisper. Oh, why? Why is that the decision that they made? I have on. That could be helpful, but I have on. I had health on, yeah. Beside the one that talks, the rest just growls. So, fragrant branch of yore. I think I can get those from that merchant lady. That's at Majula, my home base. But the problem is, she charges a lot for them. Are you gonna attack me now? Just let me know so I can just take you up. Who turned those things to stone, man? Yep. Okay. Oh, that's quite the range you have there, sir. So magic is supposed to be good against people with heavy armor, because it ignores the defenses. That is quite a lot of people. Why is that so many people over there? Okay, that's better. We're quite lenient letting me roll after after that spell was started to cast. Let me see what you wrote. My phone turned off. Well, screen locked. Let me see. In case you wanted to power stance, you need roughly 150% stats of both weapons you want to wield. Okay, so you can power stance in this game. Didn't know that. Let me see. See, another quote-unquote long sword. Sure. It doesn't seem to be working. You need the highest stat of the weapon you wanted to wield. Okay, you're speaking in hieroglyphs to me now. All this math. I'm assuming you're talking about to be able to use a weapon that my strength doesn't allow me to. Okay, there's two options, up or down. Okay, here's that place that I saw, and I decided not to try to jump down because I know how this game was made. And there's more of them. I only have 3 more of these. I don't even know if the dark spell hurts them. If you do meet the requirements, you need to hold down the button you set for two-handing to activate the power stance. Okay, yeah, so that's what you mean. So 150% of the stats. So if I had 20 strength, 150% of 20. You don't speak math good. I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I think it was 150% from my memory. But I don't know how to apply that to like other numbers like 20 or something like that. So 150% of 20 I would assume is like who are you? Is he a friend? Can't talk to him. 150% of 20 sounds like it would be like, I don't know, like 24 or something like that. Top of my head. I can break this. Why would I want to? What? Okay, I'm assuming you're going to want to break that by accident and not on purpose. Okay. Just blows up. That's new. You know, I wanted this play. Oh boy. Okay, don't mind me. Don't mind me. You know, I don't like going down this hallway. 'Cause all these locked doors, I feel like they want me to go down here, and then something will make them realize I'm here, and I'm gonna be trapped down this hallway. And this is a boss room too, so no business here. I don't think I want to be here. I think I'm gonna go through the front way, see exactly how many people are there. Because if there's like 20 guys right there, I'm dead. I can't swing my way out of that. Let's see, let me see this on my phone. Let's say your right weapon needed 10 strength and 10 dexterity, while your left weapon 20 strength, 15 dexterity. You need roughly 30 strength and 23 dexterity. Okay, so what you're saying is you can kind of cheat the system of dexterity as well. So like the same system that works for the strength, the two-handing on strength works for the dexterity as well. But for the two-handing part, let me see, two-handing. Left weapon is 20 strength. So for you to two-hand properly, you need stats that envelop both of the weapons at the same time. So like if one requires 10 strength, another requires 20 strength, you need like, to comfortably run that, you need like 30 strength or something like that. This is in-depth game knowledge. I imagine you learned this sometime during the Great Covenant Wars of Dark Souls 2. Brain went blank, the math is not mathing. No, listen, what you're saying, I'm kind of understanding like what you're meaning, but I don't fully understand it because, you know, I guess it's I'm tired. I hope. Either I'm tired or I'm dumb, one of the two. What I say was for power stancing requirement. Okay. Oh, okay. We are all tired and dumb. Yeah. Well, I got half of it required, definitely, for anybody that's nuts. And there's the dogs. Take that barrel there, big guy. You know what? No, I'm not gonna hit the barrel now. I was gonna hit it and blow all of us up, but my health kind of took a hit. I want to risk it. Okay, that's 257 damage. That's pretty good. Let's see this. Okay. So my intelligence is higher than my faith. That's probably why the dark doesn't scale well. Oh, that's the guy swinging his hammer over there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get my souls, see what I can allocate them to, and then I don't know. I might call it there. But I do appreciate you swinging by. You know, it's not often you get to, like, well, first of all, it's not often I get to talk to people at all when I stream. But somebody who also knows about Dark Souls 2, of all the Souls games. Okay, these guys are unpredictable. The big thing I learned is you basically need a higher stat of whatever weapon. You need a higher stat of whatever weapon you're going to put in your left hand. Power stance. It's not often I see Souls 2 streamer being genuine. What is this? What do you mean being genuine? When they loaded up the game, But they're literally what's his name? They literally let me solo her, but they're pretending to be trash. I'm the genuine article, the genuine trash can. Oh my goodness, how these so many guys. Oh, my stamina. I have the Chloranthy ring on. Why is it so slow? That still hit me? A long sword. Long sword. Huh? Who's that? What? Where'd you come from? Oh no. Okay, I need to get my souls back. Okay, but that's a problem because now I'm pincered. Okay, I'm doing much more damage with this than I thought I would. Oh, I thought that was his death animation. Okay. Can I just not alarm them? Is that a thing? No, I need to fight. Oh, okay, alright. That settles that. So I'm gonna take this. You know what, I'm gonna go and see. I'm gonna level up my fate to like 15 at least. And then I'm gonna go and see if that old man changed his mind about me. Because maybe now I can learn sorceries I need. And don't fall to my death. Okay. I don't know what that was, but carrying on. See, did I miss a comment? That was a whole chaotic thing. Most streams just do the I'ma beat this quickly because of this game. I want to do Dark Souls 3 anyway. Yeah, I mean, listen, if it was literally my first Souls game, like if I was new to the series, I would probably feel the same way. But I kind of know what I signed up for when I started this game. I played Elden Ring, I beat Elden Ring, beat Bloodborne, beat Dark Souls 1, beat Dark Souls 3. So I kind of know. There's a reason I saved this game for last. I started the first run, and I got to like, I got past some magma area. I was just trying to blitz through the game and beat it. But then I'm like, wait a minute, this game is it seems kind of longer than I expected. And I got to an elephant. Well, not one elephant. There was like 2 elephants on a bridge. And literally, I was doing no damage, and they would one-tap me and stun-lock me, and literally, like, hold me in a corner. So I quit the game, and that was a long time ago. So I barely remember anything. But from then to now, I've always been wanting to come back to the game. And, you know, I guess now I'm trying to do that. But knowing now what I think I'm much more knowledgeable about Souls games than I am. I'm much more knowledgeable now than I was back then. Because, you know, all the YouTube short memes and things like that. I think you need to do, I don't know, 4 fights for the old man. I need to do fights? What is this? This man is running a fight club? I need to fight for him? A dexterity. You know what? I'm gonna use some of the souls I have in my backpack. I love Souls 1. It's my beloved. I love Souls 2 because I love the weapons, armors, and the movesets. It's just gorgeous. You know what? Now that when you say that, it makes sense. Dark Souls 2, I think, has the best looking Moonlight Sword out of all 3 of the games. I saw that that Scottish guy on the other side over there, and I literally just wanted the sword. It's the only game out of the 3 games where I really wanted the Moonlight Sword. Hopefully, you know what? Maybe I'll be able to get it on this run. Although I think it probably requires strength, as it did in all the other games. So I don't know how that's going to work, actually. Use a couple of them. Let's use 3. How much does that give me?
Bearer of the curse. Seek souls.
Souls 2 with the specific... Yes, lady, I understand. Seek souls, I got you. Souls 2 with specific power stance. You literally dance while attacking. It is a beaut goes unappreciated. I mean, what you're describing sounds like a secret art. So, you know, I imagine... Like... Back when the Covenants were still a thing, I would have loved to see people being surprised by me using a technique that they've never seen before. You know, I imagine, because this doesn't seem like it's something that's carried with all the Souls games today. This seems like lost knowledge. Because I've never heard of this in Dark Souls 3 or in Elden Ring, because they just let you power stance like with weapons, or at least Elden Ring does. Dark Souls 3 has power stance weapons. So I guess they said the math was too much for people. But you know what? I think I might try that next time. I'll see, or somewhere down the line, I'll see if I can power stance. Aren't the beautiful stuff about Souls 2 after 100 plus hours? I was suffering because the hatred back then. By hatred, do you mean the hatred of the game and the enemy placements? Because trust me, I understand that. Like I said, those elephants, I'll never forget those elephants. I tried, like, mind you, I've never quit a Souls game. Like, whenever there's a Souls game, I would always power through it. Just be like, okay, I'm getting beaten now, but if I keep at it, I'll be able to beat it. Because that's how it was with Elden Ring. My first Souls game ever was Elden Ring. And I kept with it, and I was so happy that I did, because that is the best game, in my opinion, of all time. But when Dark Souls 2 put me in that situation on the bridge with the elephants, I lost hope. I'm like, you know what? I can do this at another time. I'll come back when I'm stronger, when I'm wiser. I'll come back and I'll beat this. I'll be with you until the end of Souls 2. I appreciate it, man. You know, I can mark this up as a goal of mine. You know, we'll reach the end of Dark Souls 2. And thus I can say I have beaten every Souls game. No, the community hatred towards Souls 2. Because of that, I can't talk about Souls too much. Yeah. I've heard a lot of community hatred. And you know what? I do understand it. Dark Souls 1 and 3, they were rough in certain instances, but there was more, what's the word? Accessibility, I guess. In Dark Souls 1, if you build a weapon, like all you had to do was get a big sword and just build strength, and you would beat the game easily. You would literally 3-tap the 4 kings. You know, if you built enough strength and just went all into that. Dark Souls 2 is designed not like Miyazaki designed Dark Souls 1, but is designed to imitate it. So like the enemy variety and enemy placements are imitating the difficulty, but they don't get it exactly right. So it's like more frustrating at times than it is challenging. Because I don't want to walk into a room and see 50 guys there, and my character moves super sluggish, like moves like I'm on the Nintendo. I almost died there. Like I'm on the Nintendo Switch. You know?
Bearer of the curtains.
Let's see. I see both sides, which is more painful. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, in my opinion, Dark Souls 2 gets the atmosphere. You know, I would argue maybe even better than Dark Souls. Well, you know, I wouldn't say exactly better than Dark Souls 1. The atmosphere in Dark Souls 2 is the most unique out of all the Souls games. I'll say that. Like, just listening to the ambiance here in Majula, like, it creates like a feeling that you only get from the Dark Souls 1 character creator screen. You know? And it feels like they get that part. They definitely understood this part. Also, Souls 2 dev made an entirely new engine to make the game. Hence the difference. Okay. I didn't know that. Although it does make sense. Because, it feels so different than Dark Souls 1 does. Yeah, I don't have any of those. Artorias saved Souls 1 from my soft spot. Artorias saved Souls... Okay, so Artorias has a... Like, you have a soft spot for Artorias in Souls 1? Oh. Yeah. So Artorias... A lot of people saw Artorias as, like, the... So when I played Dark Souls 1, I never saw any of the trailers. But I think people saw Artorias in the trailers, and they expected him to be a super special boss. When I played the DLC, I found Artorias, and then I was just like, okay, this guy's blocking my access to the DLC. So I kind of didn't look at him as like a big bad guy. I kind of looked at him like he was, you know, an object in my way. And I kind of feel bad because now I didn't get to experience the same thing I experienced with Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, because they hyped him up. Okay, here it is. Yeah, you see? Look, 12,000 runes. Where am I going to get 12,000 runes from right now? And it's for one. She only gives me one. Alright. A miracle. You know, I am building faith. Maybe I should buy this. I'll be able to heal. Yeah. Just in case, somewhere down the line. Let's see, Souls 2 also had one of the Artorias swords in the DLC. Yeah, they had one of the Artorias swords in the DLC. I love Artorias' armor and weapons. I think most seen him as a poster child. Yeah, you're right. Because that's what I was saying. Like, he was the poster child for Dark Souls 1. Like, when people saw him, they're like, oh man, this guy must be insane. I can't wait to fight him. And I knew nothing about him. I knew nothing about him until I fought him, and I just thought, okay, this guy is just he's a super strong knight for Lord Gwyn, and he's in my way. I gotta get him out of my way now. And then it turns out he was like this ancient hero that everybody knew about, and that I think they were referencing him at certain points in the game. But I think that went over my head the first time that I played the game. Okay, let me go talk to this old man. Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely some things that you miss by not playing the Dark Souls games during the hype. But it's still a great series, in my opinion. And you know what? I'm not sure if Elden Ring is playing a part. Ow, ow. I'm not sure if Elden Ring is playing a part in the way I see that game. Why did he just stop? Okay. But, you know, I love the game. You know, I love the game as it is. I try to get my friend to play the game, but I think the graphics are off-putting. And, you know, I don't blame them because it is hard to get into a game like that when everything that you're concerned about nowadays is about the quality of the graphics and the technology. Like a lot of the games that we play were driven by nostalgia. That's why I play Monster Rancher 3 and 4 whenever it strikes my fancy. No. Like I showed that to one of my friends and they didn't really like it. And they pointed some things out to me. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. So in some cases, it's the rose-tinted glasses. What? Where is he? Oh, no, don't do this to me, man. I just got the points. Souls 2 hype was a torture for a small corner of the community that want to enjoy it for what it is. It was torture for a small corner of the community. In what way? So like, was part of the hype of the game that they would be torturing new people in the game who weren't so familiar with it? Gotta find... Wait. How do we... Okay. YouTube has a bunch of things in the way of the comment section on the phone, making it very hard to read full sentences. Okay. You make my way safely over there so I don't jump off the cliff. There's another teacher for the dark stuff. See if I can find them. I think this is it. Let's see. Gotta find him multiple times before he lets you into the gate. People that do enjoy Souls 2 got pooped on by a big community that hated my summary. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean, the way I handle that, I just take it as a joke. This is not the right area. Yeah, I take it as a joke because I do understand some of the gripes that they have, and I feel like some of the gripes that they have is also unwarranted. I wouldn't say get good, but I would say, you know, just a little more persistence. But I do understand it. Dark Souls 2 is the hardest pill to swallow out of all of the Souls games. I am closer here. Wait, so does that mean the other one was the right one? It was next to a bonfire. Small safe corner for Souls 2. That PewDiePie played it and enjoyed it. I didn't know that PewDiePie played it. PewDiePie played it and enjoyed it. That's interesting. PewDiePie, from what I remember, he was playing a lot of meme games. He was doing a lot of laugh you lose. I wouldn't assume that he would be the type to play Dark Souls 2 out of all the Souls games.
Dark watches over you.
Stop talking. Stop talking about that. Back to the game, lock in. No, no, it's all right. I mean, I was just about to log off as soon as I found some things that I can use on my next time I play this game. But I mean, yeah, stick around. Like you said, you know, straight to the end of this game, straight to the top. You know, we can run this out together. I won't need dark pine resin. What is this? A hex that distorts the power of life emits a dark mass at the cost of souls. Can be used even without souls, but at greatly reduced strength. What? So it would sacrifice some souls. How many souls though? Can we do DLCs? They are too pretty to miss. Oh yeah, I plan on doing the DLCs. I definitely plan on doing the DLCs. Resident Soul, great Resident Soul. Okay, I think I'm like 2 off on faith from being able to use this. I'm just concerned with how much souls they're gonna take. It's gonna be 1,000 souls per attack? Because I wouldn't be surprised if they do that.
I went to a great school in the south, but neither sorcery nor pyromancy appealed. I learned nothing. Nothing at all, but it was there that I happened upon the dark. It drew me in, the nebulous dark. Soon I was drawn to this land where dark runs deeper than anywhere else. Hexes originated here in ancient times. They were once a form of sorcery, but the practice was lost, then later rediscovered. Those devoted to hexes are a lonely lot, but nevertheless they give their life to their art. Such is the fate of we practitioners of dark. What drew me to the dark? I do not know. Hexes are more than mere tools to me. I feel affinity and warmth, something universal, nostalgia even. Those who discover dark realize this, and they never come back. This land lies closest to the dark. That is why I came here. This kingdom collapsed long ago. All that are left are either undead or hollow. Save a few misfits like myself.
You know, I don't remember if he was talking like this the last time I talked to him. I feel like he was more like reserved and had a clear mind, but it sounds like he's kind of a little crazy. And I know how Miyazaki and From Software likes to make all of his side quests. I feel like some of their side quests could use a little more hope, you know, a little more cheer, because all the side quests kind of end in tragedy. You know, the only one that I can think of off the top of my head that doesn't is Nefeli Lu from in Elden Ring. And I feel like that's literally one of like 20 different side quests in that game alone that doesn't end in a tragedy. Hopefully in the future games, maybe they'll apply that a little bit. But you know, I all the same, I understand why they go for it. It's very compelling, very gripping. Let me see. There was a comment I saw. Whenever you have fragrant branch, save it for the petrified enemy in the forest place. Really? Forest place. Are you talking about like the fog area? I already used that fragrant branch on the guy that was in front of whoever had the Moonlight Sword. How about the daughter of Lenigrast? She came to Majula, stayed alive. Forest with the lion enemies. Okay, so you mean the place where all the cursed pots are? I'm gonna need to know which one I gotta unlock, but you know, what we can cross that bridge when we get to it.
Like. Dark is always within you.
Let's see, am I able to use any of them? Yeah, I can use this now. I remember you can get a key that opened a door to an NPC for further blacksmith shop. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for next time. Let me screenshot that. And I don't like being undead in this game. All the effort I put into my character creation and my fashion souls has gone to waste now. But yeah, I appreciate you passing through. I appreciate all the support and all the commentary and the conversation and insight. Screenshot glory, yep. That's my go-to whenever I want to jot something down. I don't want to write it down. Thanks for stopping by the stream, and hopefully I'll see you next time. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your night. Catch you later.